Hello everyone. Well, it looks like I'll be surviving on bread and water this month because I've gone and bought another Dyson. Yes, hot on the heels of the Dyson V15 Detect that I showed you only a few days ago. I've gone and bought myself another Dyson. This is the brand new Dyson Micro, 1.5 kilograms in weight with a maximum running time of 20 minutes. Okay, let's open it and have a look. This is Dyson's lightest and most compact handheld vacuum cleaner to date, the Dyson Micro, and it's a completely new design. Yes, it is small. Right, let's have a look. First of all, we have some safety information that they have to print out, but if you want to see the instruction book, you can scan the QR code and get the instructions from Dyson's website. First of all, we have a much slimmer and very, very lightweight wand. Judging by the size of the end here, there'll be no tools compatible with this machine apart from the tools specifically made for the Micro model. So I'm not going to be able to get my laser detect hard floor head and fit it to this because that is completely new. Next out of the box, we have the combination tool, Crevice tool with a brush. You can remove the brush entirely or leave it on the end. Nice soft brushes for your dusting, shelving, your Venetian blinds, etc. So that's the tool for above floor cleaning, one of them anyway. What do we have in here? Nothing by the feel of it, no, just an empty box. Another empty box. Aha! It's like opening an advent calendar at Christmas. Here we have pretty standard mini motorized head by the looks of it. Standard, but with the new fitting, so this will only fit the Dyson Micro. This is the main floor head. Now this cleaner is only designed for hard floors, not carpets. It can be used above the floor, of course, as a handheld, but this is really a dedicated hard floor machine that is tiny. So one advantage of this fluffy head, I suppose, it will get into very tight corners in between chairs of your dining table, possibly in between some of the appliances. Very small, and I'm assuming you'll be able to remove that. Yes, you can. You can remove the roller for cleaning. So that is the Dyson Micro small fluffy head. Let's try and get it back. It's very hard to do this back to front. There we go. So there's that. It's almost like the toy Dyson, the Kasdan one in size, but it doesn't have the Kasdan price tag. This machine particularly sells for £300 at the moment on Dyson's website. There we have the charger. I think that's everything apart from the cleaner itself. Wow, that is tiny. They always have dirt in them, Dysons. They must test them at the factory. That is extremely light. It's got the battery in it. Doesn't look like it's removable on this particular model, but I'll check the instructions. It looks like it's built in. There we go, absolutely tiny. And one thing that this machine has that a lot of people have been crying out for, there's no trigger. You actually have a physical on-off button to turn the machine on and off, plus a max button. So the 20-minute runtime quoted, I'm assuming, is on the regular setting without using a motorized tool. That is so small. Okay, we'll put that to one side for a moment. This is the QR code which you can scan to register your guarantee and to look at the instruction book. And there should be actually the charging dock somewhere. I'm assuming. Here it is. So that's your charging dock that you can screw to the wall to charge and store the machine. You can also store 2 cleaning tools. You need to fully charge the Dyson Micro before first use, and that can be done in 3 ways. First way, you can connect the charger directly to the charging port on the machine itself and just leave it on the worktop to charge up. Obviously the mains charger you're supplied with will suit the socket outlets depending on the country you've bought your Dyson. When the machine is charging, a small blue light here will flash. When it's fully charged, the light will go out. You can also charge the cleaner on the wall dock or the optional grab and go dock. The Dyson Micro will take around 4 hours to charge. When you've finished using the machine, pop it back on charge and leave it plugged in, and then the cleaner will be ready for next time. Some versions of the Dyson Micro may come with additional tools to the ones shown in this video, so always check before buying. This is the standard UK version. There may be a more deluxe version available soon with additional cleaning tools, or you may be able to buy additional cleaning tools to fit your existing Dyson Micro. I've seen a new Crevice tool that lights up to show you dirt in dark corners, and there's also another tool for cleaning hard surfaces. But I'll just show you what we have with this machine. We've got, of course, the mini motorized tool, and even with that connected, it's still very, very lightweight. Let's turn it on. Very good. And of course, you've got a revolving brush here, powered by its own separate motor. If you need to clean the brush, you can easily remove it. Just undo that screw there with a coin, pull it out, and you can clean any threads or fibers off the brush or check for blockages. Ideal for inside your car, also your hard wearing upholstery and stair carpets. Then of course we've got the crevice nozzle for your nooks and crannies and your dusting. And it is possible to fit the fluffy nozzle directly to the cleaner to clean non-carpeted stairs. For cleaning high up, you can attach the extension wand, and then any of the tools will fit onto the end. For example, the crevice tool with the brush, that's ideal for reaching up high to grab those cobwebs in the corner of your room. The bin capacity of the Dyson Micro is very small, so you will have to empty it after each use, and in some cases during cleaning. It empties in a similar way to the bigger Dysons. You've got a red lever here at the back, so to empty, hold it over the bin, press down on the lever. The flap opens at the bottom to release the dirt, and also the little mesh shroud here gets a clean using the little silicone strip or silicone ring around the machine. You will be able to take the bin off as well, like so, if you want to give that a bit of a wipe out. There are no electrical connectors in the bin, so you could possibly rinse it under running water, but make sure it's 100% dry before fitting it back on the cleaner. Obviously, when the bin's off, you've got a little bit more access. You can give this a wipe with a dry, soft cloth if you want to from time to time. The other maintenance is the filter, which is located at the back. Pull the filter off. It's both the pre and post motor filter. So pre-motor filter is this fabric part here, and the post motor filter is the pleated part at the back. So that can be washed. Make sure it's dry, leave it for about 24 hours before putting it back into the cleaner. Just fits on the end. Twist until it's locked into position. This is the first cordless Dyson available in the UK to have a permanent on-off switch, something that many Dyson users have been crying out for, And I think it's strange that Dyson should choose to add it to this machine with only a 20-minute maximum runtime. And the excuse for not doing it on other machines is it preserves the life of the battery. But for some reason, on this machine, they've decided to go with a permanent on-off, which is no bad thing in my opinion. So to turn the cleaner on, you simply press this button once. Press it again to turn it off. If you want an extra boost of power, you can press the maximum button. For a more intensive clean. Well folks, I'm itching to try this Dyson Micro out, but I'm going to give it a quick charge first before a quick demonstration. Okie dokie, I've sprinkled a bit of dirt on the floor, some rolled oats, some black sand and some red lentils. Spread it over quite a wide area, but I've not put a huge amount of dirt down because obviously the tiny capacity of this Dyson Micro wouldn't cope with a big mess test, but it's not designed for that. It is designed for quick cleanups on hard floors and of course above floor cleaning. So without any further ado, let's see if I can clean up all this mess. Well folks, first impressions of a Dyson Micro cleaning a hard floor. I did manage to pick everything up, although it did take slightly longer than the video. Obviously I've had to edit the footage, but everything has been picked up using this cleaner, but it did take a while. The cleaner head is very, very narrow, so unless you live in a tiny, tiny apartment, you'll probably find that it is taking you a bit longer to clean your home. Now, I would say I recently tested the Shark Wand Vac, which is the cleaner I tend to use for whipping around my kitchen and for quick cleanup jobs. Personally, I think so far that cleaner is better. It's £100 cheaper and it also cleans carpets, which this Dyson Micro doesn't do. As you can see, I'm almost up to the maximum fill line, so it's time to empty the Dyson Micro. Well folks, that's the end of my unboxing and brief demonstration of the new Dyson Micro. I've got one word to sum up this cleaner so far, Meh. M-E-H. Meh. It's, so far, it's mediocre. I'll say that. I love its form. I love how lightweight it is. As a handheld cleaner, I think it'll be pretty good. Although the motorized mini tool did struggle a bit when I put down some dirt on this carpet, but this carpet is quite a plush pile. It might be better on upholstery and on my much shorter pile carpet on my stairs. So for stairs and doing the car, fine. So as a handheld, I think it'd be pretty good. If Dyson sold this for £200 as a handheld with possibly a couple more of the other cleaning tools, not just the motorized tool and this, perhaps a mini dusting tool and the nozzle for cleaning hard surfaces, and sold that for £200, then as a handheld, yeah, I would probably recommend it as a handheld. But using the fluffy head, it's laborious to use because it's so small. I could feel and hear scraping under the nozzle on my hard floor, which I didn't like. It's just not nice to use either. I mean, the larger laser detect head on the V15 and the larger fluffy head on the bigger Dysons is better on the hard floors. This is just so small. I would only consider this if you live in a tiny apartment and haven't got a lot to clean. For my money, I think if you want a machine for your hard floors and for other quick clean-up jobs, have a look at the Shark Wand Vac. And the advantage of that machine, it will also clean carpets. So for £300, a vacuum cleaner that can't clean carpets, yeah, maybe give it a miss. Maybe give this one a miss. Saying that, if you buy it direct from Dyson, you can of course try it out in your own home and you can decide whether you like it or not. I'm keeping it because I'm going to do further demonstrations, and because, well, I collect vacuum cleaners, so I'm going to keep it in my collection. I do like it as a piece of art, but as a vacuum cleaner, yeah, I'll say it again, meh. Until the next video, I'll be doing more demonstrations of this, at least one other video when I'll be using it more above floor. Might be try it out in the car. I can see it being fairly good in the car. But yeah, it's just a little bit disappointing, I'm afraid. So that's all I can say about this particular vacuum cleaner. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions about this Dyson Micro, please comment below. I was going to show you how small it is compared to the full-size Dyson. Here is the V15, which, although it's a lot bigger, a lot heavier, it is a far superior cleaner than the Micro. So yeah, if you're a real Dyson fanboy or fangirl, get it. If you're just looking for a decent cleaner for hard floors and above floor, possibly look elsewhere. Until the next video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.